Hello, hello, beloveds. Hello, and welcome to a new week and a new energy, goddess energy forecast. Welcome to the week of new beginnings. It is, we just celebrated the spring solstice for the Northern Hemisphere, right? Just yesterday. And then we are also celebrating the new year, the astrological new year, because now we step into Aries season, right? So such a potent of new beginnings this week. And when I asked how can we cultivate this fiery new energy of new beginning, new growth, new life, I was told to take you to visit your future self. So I'm going to walk you through a process before we do that. And before I even go into that, I just want to thank you all for supporting me, for receiving these messages week after week after week. And even when I'm late, I get messages, are you going to do it? Like it warms my heart, and it also motivates me to keep going. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm like, who's even looking at this? Who's even listening to this? So I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your messages of gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to it. Click on that button below, and that way every time I post something, you'll be one of the first ones to be notified. Shall we begin? All right, so like I was talking about, this whole week is really bringing in the energy of a new start, a new beginning. Now, this will mean differently for each and every one of us, depending on what the theme of the year is for you, right? And this is something I've talked about, like, is this year about diving in within to do the work? Is this year more like an outward experience where you're out there showing your work, showing your face, speaking up, right? Is this year about connections for you? Is this year about relationships for you? If that's something that you're interested in learning more about, let me know, because this is what the Goddess Unleashed program is all about. Well, there's a lot more in the program, but you definitely learn about what your soul intends to experience each year and what tools you have available for you so that you can constantly dance with both the cosmic and the nature energies that are already here to support you and co-create with those energies. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'll be closing my Goddess Unleashed container by the end of this month. So if you're still interested, there's still time. But after that, we are diving deep in the container. So I'll be closing it so that we can concentrate on that. This is a year when my high level year-long program, and it is for the woman who is ready to embrace, embody, and accept all that she is and step into the world in her full radiance and magnificence and essence. So if this is you, then send me a message and let's get you in there and get you going. There's already women in there doing the work. We've already been diving in, like it is on fire in this group, and I love the connection we're creating in there. So the card, again, it's like I was guided to bring you to visit the aspect of you that is already experiencing what it is that you really want to bring into your life, right? So let's start out with this. What is one thing that you would like to experience in your life this season? Actually, yeah, this season, right? Because we're starting a new year, astrological year, right? What is it that you would like to experience? Is it more joy? Is it more love? This is a big intention. It's a time for setting big intentions. Don't you love how the universe gives us like really cool, like powerful PowerPoints throughout the year for us to set new intentions that will really be supported? This week is one of those PowerPoints. So what would you like to experience? More love, wealth, joy, peace, calm, unity, prosperity? What does your soul want you to experience? And go ahead and put that in the comments. Put that in the comments so I can see this. Because what I'm going to walk you guys through is to meet the aspect of yourself in the future who's already who has already embodied that aspect. And we're going to merge those two energies so that you can begin to bring that into right here and now. This is what I've always said. Everything that we desire, everything that we truly like soulfully, heartfully desire, we desire because a part of us is already living it. Remember when we're talking about the multidimensional self, right? I am right here, but a part of me, I have my future self, I have my, my divine self, my goddess self, I have, parts of me that live in different timelines, different dimensions, right? And depending on what I need in this lifetime, I can call on them. I can gather the resources from all these aspects of myself to support me and move me forward in this lifetime, right? So I'm going to be walking you through this. Exciting, right? It's perfect time for it, right? So again, let's get clear. What is it? I want you to choose one, okay? What is one thing? Okay, maybe the most three. How about that? The most three, because I can see, like I was already getting it. Choose three attributes that you would like to experience more of, that if it were awake in your life, activated in your life right now, you would be the happiest ever. Your heart will be full, you will feel fulfilled. What is it that you want? This is what we're talking about, big seeds here. We're not doing like the like I want to manifest 10K in certain, like we're going deep here. There's something that your soul is yearning to experience. Tune into that. What is it? So my two words are prosperity and thriving. I have other ones too, but those are my top: prosperity and thriving. Because when I thrive, everyone around me will thrive. My son will thrive. Like my community will thrive, right? So prosperity and thriving. What are yours? So what is yours? Put that in the comments. So I'm going to walk you through the process, and then at the end, we're going to tune in so you can receive the message. And this week I am bringing through, you guys have experienced this if you've been watching me, the Infinite Self Oracle deck by Patricia, Walt, Hopkins, a sister of light of mine, a soul sister of mine. She's a best-selling author, which she just signed up, well, not just, she signed up to be in my my next multi-author book, Oracle, and the Book of Activation. She was also a contributor in Miraculous. Remember the first bestseller book that came out in October. So this is quite exciting. I'm so excited for her. She's a powerhouse. So she created this amazing Oracle deck to bring you to you, bring you to yourself, the infinite self, which is the all-knowing self, the higher self, the goddess self, the God self, right? The universe self, whatever you want to call it. But I love, love, love this deck. And she even created a course around it too. So if you're interested in deepening into the wisdom of each archetype in these cards, you'll be able to. She's incredible, and her work is divine. Her work is incredible. And I mean, if you've been listening to this, I've used this a couple of times in my Goddess Energy forecast. It is beautiful. Every time we need to connect back into ourselves, this card comes right in, right? So we're going to be using that Oracle deck today. I'm getting ready to anchor what we will receive from our future self, the energy that we're going to be receiving. I'm already seeing pictures of it. So, it's a powerful week. How did you honor the spring equinox? I did like a little fire because it's still kind of wet here with the snow, but I was able to do a little fire, and I just sat outside. It was beautiful yesterday too. It was so beautiful. So I just sat and I just took in the fire, and Aries is a fire sign, right? I feel like fire, as I was looking at the fire, burn the wood, right? So fire burning earth to create more earth. So fire creates earth, right? And the earth supports wood, basically, right? Or creates wood. So I'm looking at this cycle that was happening right in front of me. And it's the same thing. We're receiving the fire right now, the spark that we need to spark our intentions to life. Again, if you I feel like me, you've been setting your intentions along the way since we started the year, right? This is the point of time where, I mean, you can look at in nature, right? The spark of fire comes in and life begin to spring forward. Remember, at the beginning of the year, I was telling you how it's not time yet. We're still in the winter. We're still being told to nourish our roots. Well, now all that nourishment that we were doing with our roots, now that energy, that power that we accumulated gets to come into the seed and push it up. You can see this through the tulips that will be coming up first, right? Or just looking around you, look at the bulbs. It's already sprouting. Like my green onions are already coming up. My chives are coming up. Like it's so cool to see life come to life. Life come to life, right? Look at that in your life too. Look at nature, what is going on in nature. That's the same thing that is being mirrored within your own life. Where the energy is coming in, the spark, the fire is coming in. Where would you like it to go? Which intentions? I want you to go towards the big soul intentions. So, that's why I asked you, is it love? Is it wealth? Is it prosperity? Is it community? Is it relationship? Is it connection? What is it? Is it joy? Is it peace? Is it unity? What is it that your heart yearns to experience more of? This is where we want to send the fire. Because once that is ignited, everything else any little intention that we set will be supported, because they're all branches from the main tree. We're sending the fire, we're sending the nourishing, the God spark to the tree, right? From the roots, bringing it up so that it can sprout up, right? Oh, are you excited? I'm excited. I can feel it. You feel the energy also in your body. That's the same thing that's happening. Like go outside, put your feet on the ground if it is not snowy, even if it's snowy, if you can, just for a little bit and feel the energy. The energy is rising from the earth. You can feel this. It's palpable. Actually, you don't even need to go outside. You can feel it with your barefoot on the ground in your home. The energy is coming up. Let it come through your feet. Let it come all the way up through your body. Imagine you're the tree and bring it up. And, you can send this beautiful, nourishing life force energy to organs within your body that needs healing. To the muscles that needs healing, whatever in your body that needs healing, send it there, bring it life. And gratitude is key. Every time we're working with these energies, that are here to support us, gratitude is the key to expand it so you can receive more. So let's go back. What is it that your soul wants to experience? Your soul wants to experience in this year. What is it that if it was right here, if it was happening right now, your life would be so much better? And not just for you, but for everyone else in your life as well. What would that be? And when you're ready, you can close your eyes and I want you to rub your chest, your heart, where your heart is. You can even do the center, because it is known that it is thought that in the very early stages of us human beings, our heart used to be in the center of our chest. My husband told me this, right? And he reads a lot of evolution books, right? It's about the nature of human beings, and it's really cool. And now we have it on where is it? Yes. I'm like using my right hand, so I'm like, right, we have it on the left side, right? But go ahead and just rub your chest. It's like you're awakening up, like that life force is coming in. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Feel that warmth that is being generated. And then stop. Place one hand on your womb or your stomach, one hand on your heart, and begin to breathe. Taking a couple of deep cleansing breaths in. Now, just go ahead and breathe normally. Breathing into your heart, breathing into your body. And go ahead and call in your higher self into your heart. And you can do that by just saying, your higher self divine, I call to you to come into my heart now. And really bring awareness to how you experience him or her within you, how she or he shows up within your heart. And from here, go ahead and call in your divine team to come in and surround you with a beautiful golden circle of light, circle of support, circle of love. And now open yourself up to receive the light that is coming down, that pillar of light coming down from the heart of the Divine Father. Let it come through you all the way. Let it anchor into your heart and continue down your body, out through your roots, and let it go into the earth and anchor into the heart of the Divine Mother. Once it does, you see it expand and create a bigger, like a cylinder of light around you. Let it make it as bigger than the room that you're in, bigger than the house that you're in. Make it as big as you can. And breathe into this space of centeredness and connectedness. And you can even repeat this mantra, I am one. I am one with all that is. I am one. I am one with all that is. I am one. And breathe. And now bring your awareness to your heart space. So just drop that ball of light from your mind, from the center of your forehead. Drop it all the way into your heart. And see your heart just open up to receive this ball of light. And so your heart is open like petals, and that ball of light just sits right here. And just breathe into, you can even do this mudra. And just do that mudra. And envision that ball of light right here. And as you breathe into your heart, that ball of light begins to expand, turns into a doorway. And see yourself standing in front of the doorway. And beside you, you have your higher self and your guardian angel. And the door opens up for you to enter. You're now going to enter your sacred and personal and very unique heart garden. So go ahead and enter. Beautiful. And once you enter, just look around your heart garden. Look at the trees, the crystalline waters flowing through your garden. Perhaps you have a little cottage there. You have somewhere that you can sit. Look at all the beautiful flowers there. It's just for you. No one else can be here. It's just you, your sacred space. The only beings that are there might be your higher self and your angels, your team, your divine team. Beautiful. So now I want you to turn to the east in your garden and watch the sun begin to rise. And close your eyes and just receive the warm heat from the sun that is rising in your garden. And I want you to sense or feel the plants around you also doing the same thing, opening up to receive this golden light of new beginnings. The heat that sparks the seeds to sprout. And from this direction, you notice a being begin to walk in front of you. And the closer this being gets, the more you can see him or her. So whichever value that you chose that you want to experience more of this year, whether that is prosperity, whether that is calmness, whether that is serenity, whether that is joy, whether that is love, this part of yourself is living that reality right now in his or her timeline. As she stands in front of you or he stands in front of you, notice him or her. What does she look like? What does she feel like? I want you to notice the energy radiating from her. Because the closer she gets to you, your energy responds to that. Your energy also expands and mimics hers. Remember, she is you and you are her. She's already living that reality. So for me, mine is already thriving in all areas of her life, and she is prosperous. And just go ahead and look at her in her eyes as she looks at you in your eyes, and greet her. Welcome her. And ask her any questions you might have. Ask her, how did she do it? How did she do it? How did she accomplish that? Ask her what she had to do to make that happen. What did she have to let go to make that happen? And receive, just open up to receive the answers that come in. And ask her, what is one thing that you can do right now that will help you create that in your life right now? What is one thing that you can do in this moment, from this point forward? One thing that you need to do, I like that better. One thing that you need to do that will help you make this value, this intention, a reality right now. And receive. Once you have received that, looks like she has a gift for you. He has a gift for you. Go ahead and receive that gift in great gratitude. And if you have a gift for her, go ahead and share that with her. Go ahead and place your gift within your heart. Now this time she reaches her hands, or he reaches his hands forward and takes yours. And you begin to notice your energies merging together. So I see it as like these big flames around both of you, like coming together until you're just one. It's like you're both encased in this, like this big ball of flame or life essence, power, your own light essence. It's that spark, your own unique spark that you need. And breathe. Breathe. As you sync up, as you align. And notice that he or she begins to merge and become one with you. Until she's completely dissolved within you and one with you. Breathe in this spot, breathe in this space. Feel your energy field expanded, your light more vibrant than ever, potent. Feel the life force that is now coursing within you and around you. And if you imagine yourself as a tree, begin to see all those buds opening up to show the green leaves. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm in so much gratitude right now. Beautiful. And go ahead and just share this energy, this new life force, like spread it throughout your garden, like just, right? And let every plant, every flower, every tree, every living thing within your garden, every river, every lake within your garden receive this life force and rejuvenate. It's like it just gets upgraded. You feel the power here. You know, whatever we do in our heart garden, it shows up in our life. So you're starting this changes within your heart garden, but it will show up in your life. So bless your life by blessing your heart garden. And see the flowers begin to pop up and bloom, all the tulips and the roses and all the lakes are back to life. Flowing crystalline lakes and rivers. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in of this fresh new air within your garden. Hold and let it out. Let's do this one more time. Deep breath in. Hold and out. Beautiful. Now with gratitude, go ahead and turn around and walk back out that door, coming back into your heart, standing in front of that gate and see it close, and see your heart garden, like your heart guardian standing at the doors, like just keeping it safe, because again, this is a secret space just for you. No one else can be in there. This is just for you. Everybody has their own. It's just for you and all that you are. So you have beautiful guardians that keep it like that. So now with your next breath in, taking a deep breath in, coming back into your body, bringing all that experience, all that life force, like feel it into your body here and now. Come back to your heart and rub your heart again, awakening you. Welcome back. And actually from here, go ahead and ask your higher self, which of these messages is for me this week? 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 messages came through this week. Which number or numbers come in for you? Receive it like lightning. Once you've received it, open your eyes. Ready to receive. All right. That was so delicious. Share with me your experience with your future self, okay? All right. So if you received 1, your card this week, basically they're saying this whole energy is about rebirth. So your card is new beginnings, rebirth. And this card says, you are emerging from an exploration of the depths of your soul's wisdom and essence. It is time to return to your life with this deeper knowing of your purpose in the world. Be confident that you have embodied your next level of evolution. So card number 1, rebirth, new beginnings. This is so perfect. This card basically sums up this week and the spring season, actually, right? Beautiful card. I like the imagery too. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. If you receive 2, your card, it says grace, sacred pause. Grace. Look at this, the image again with the light dancing around her. Oh, beautiful. Okay, here's the message for you. If you receive 2, pause in what you are creating. Take time to ensure that you are acting from a place of integrity, that you create from a place of gratitude and reverence for life. Manifest with grace, essences of rose, galbanum, vetiver, sandalwood, and myrrh. So these are scents that you can use to help you even anchor more of this grace within your week as you are focusing on this new energy and lighten up of your intentions, right? Sacred pause, grace. Pause on what you are creating. Take time to ensure that you are acting from a place of integrity, that you create from a place of gratitude and reverence for life. Manifest with grace, essences of rose, galbanum, vetiver, sandalwood, and myrrh. So if you love using oils, you can definitely do that to help you anchor more of the frequency of grace in your life and in this week. Let's go to number 3. If you received 3, I love this card, the Sun Goddess, and it says prosperity consciousness. I feel like this is for me. The Sun Goddess, prosperity consciousness. All of the cards, if you notice, it's like, you know, all the light dancing around the being. I feel like that was what was in our meditation. So here is the message. The Sun Goddess comes to you, bestowing the gifts of white magic, gold alchemy, and prosperity consciousness. Your gratitude is all that is required to live a bounteous and divinely inspired life of unconditional giving. Your cup overflows and you embrace your philanthropic spirit. Ooh, I love this. Prosperity consciousness. Go ahead and breathe it in. All right, and the last card, which is so cool. I feel like this card also ties everything together. And it's actually what this deck is called, the Infinite Self. It's about soul essence and your evolutionary growth. So if you received 4, look at this, beautiful. So the message is access the transformational power of your infinite self, which you did through the meditation. See with heightened clarity your path forward in life. Find harmony with the earth and in your relationships by activating your infinite self blueprint. Find support from essential oils of cacao, patchouli, rose, blue lotus, and lavender. All some of my favorite scents. I love it. I'm going to be using it a lot. Especially the rose. I've been using rose a lot. So we have rose, blue lotus, lavender, patchouli, and cacao. Card number 4, Infinite Self. It's about your soul essence and evolutionary growth. I want to read it again. Okay. Access the transformational power of your infinite self. So if you received card number 4, feel free to come back and redo that visualization or meditation I just walked you guys through. It's going to be very potent for you, actually for everyone. Come back and do it a couple of times to really solidify and anchor that what you were calling in, whether that was love, whether that was peace of mind, serenity, prosperity, whatever that was. The more you do it, the more you can pull more of that energy into this physical reality and anchor it. Okay, so feel free to do that. Beautiful. Taking a deep breath in and out. I feel like this is a big week of growth. And what is coming through is like, pay attention to what is growing in your life. Pay attention to what is growing in nature around you and also within you. So pay attention to what is growing in nature. Pay attention to what is growing in your life. Pay attention to what is growing within you. Be selective of what is growing in your life. Just like in nature, sometimes we have to remove the weeds, right? Because everything will grow. Whatever we put our energy into, whatever we put our mind to will grow. But is that really what you want to grow? Right. So this is a great time to also be discerning. Is this what you want to grow? If not, get it out. It's a perfect time to get it out. Remove the weeds. Right. Pay attention to that. Weed your garden. Use this time to weed your garden as everything is growing. Do you want this to grow? Do you not want this to grow? Right? You can do that. All right. All right, my loves. Thank you for receiving this week's Goddess Energy Forecast. And like I said, my Goddess Unleashed program, which is a 1-year program, a 12-month program, I closed the door by the end of this month. So if you're interested and you would like to join in, come and join in. It is fire in there. And also my 2 multi-author books I'm still looking for. Contributors, amazing women, activators, channels, intuitives, people who have messages that will activate, inspire, and empower humanity at this time. I'm looking for you to contribute in my 2 multi-author books. The first one is called The Book of Activations, and the second one is Oracle. So if these call to you and you are interested in becoming a published author, all in the process of sharing your story and being in community and connecting with like-minded people and being supported through the journey of sharing your story and becoming a published author, then come and join in. I'll have the link below. Click on the link to get in there. All right, my loves. Until next time, from my heart to yours. Bye.